So we start with the recent past. And that's with the Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is another card which reminds us that where we put our focus in life has a great deal to do with the quality of our lives and how well they work for us. Now, what are you going to choose to focus on? The implication is extremely clear. Are you going to cry over spilt milk, or are you going to focus on the milk you still have and get on with things, or just move on with your life? The point is, watch where you focus and make sure that the focus is for your highest good. Okay, so now we have that Five of Cups. It's paired with the Strength card. Okay, so the Strength card basically lets you know that it's important now for you to make time to meditate and contemplate and spend some time alone, even if you're in a committed relationship and have a bunch of kids, okay? So, do not allow yourself to spend time in preoccupation and fear. The outward things will be going all right. They'll be going okay, all right? But what is the most paramount importance is keeping your head on straight at this time. Not only do you have the ability, but you have the responsibility. So make sure to conquer your fears, control your impulses, and never lose patience with yourself or what you're doing. Now remember, that was your recent past. Okay? And basically, what those two cards are saying is, in your recent past, you would have, or you should have, watched where you put your focus, and you were to make sure it was for the highest good, and that it was not preoccupied with fear. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the present. Now with the present, we start with the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, you will need to guard yourself against the feelings of anxiety. Perhaps if you're feeling anxious, you want to take a good look at whether or not any of that is under your own power or control. And therefore, you could lessen it, or if other things or people in your life are contributing to anxiety, you need to find out how to lessen it, or make it, or become less anxious. So if it is the latter, take a good look at that and try to see whether or not something in the relationship can be changed to make it more workable for you. There's something about this time period that can cause people to feel like their life should be in some way more or bigger than it is. So make sure you try to take comfort and joy in the ordinary things. That's where the beauty is. And we have this card paired with the Ten of Wands. Okay, so with the Ten of Wands, you may be feeling as though you're carrying a heavy burden. You may want to look hard at this and see if there are any ways that you might lighten your load, either literally or figuratively. If you're looking carefully, you may find that part of the burden you're carrying around emotionally actually doesn't even belong to you. It belongs to someone else. So it will be important for you to pace yourself now and don't try to do too much. So with these two cards paired together, basically you want to guard yourself against feelings of anxiety. And like I said, because you may be feeling as if you're carrying a very heavy burden, just try to remember to pace yourself and try not to do too much. Okay, and that's in the present. Now we're going to move on to the challenge. And so with the challenge, we start with the Eight of Wands. Now with the Eight of Wands, a lot of things may be up in the air for you. You may be feeling frustrated or tired of waiting. This card is a very good indicator to be patient a while longer. You may have already done all you can do, and decisions now must be made by other people. So when this card appears, nothing seems to be moving ahead. Okay, so don't try to force things, as it's likely to backfire on you. Okay, so speaking metaphorically, let's see, sometimes our actions are all in the wrist. All you can do is put your best out there and see where it lands. You've put your best out there, so now all you need to do is just wait. Okay, now that card is paired with the Page of Wands. And with the Page of Wands, people are warm, ambitious, and usually high achievers. If not a literal person, the Page of Wands usually indicates the energy of ease, of distraction. So around this time, what you should do is to try to stay focused. In general, this card says that things that you started some time ago or in the past, they're starting to come to life or to come to fruition. So it can also show a need for new things, such as new adventures, new approaches, new ideas. Okay, so with the page bringing us positive energy, we must remember to supply the following. Remember to supply the follow-up or the follow-through. However that goes. Okay, so those two cards, they're paired together, and like I said, it's basically saying you may be feeling tired of waiting for things to happen, but with the Page of Wands, this will let you know that things are starting to happen. New adventures, new approaches, and new ideas. And that's your challenge. Okay, so then we're going to go on to the outcome, and that starts with the Three of Swords. Okay, now with the Three of Swords, although there's an element of maybe sorrow or pain, okay, that might be undeniable. When this card appears, what lies on the other side of the sorrow or pain can be enhanced understanding and joy. So allow yourself to fully experience any sorrow and pain that comes up now so that you can move beyond it. Basically, with this card, it can point to very deep emotional issues that must be addressed before you can move on. So, denying pain, it doesn't make it go away any more than denying a broken leg makes it heal. So, okay, so what you need to do is to allow yourself to experience any pain that comes up now, but do not wallow in it. Okay? All right. So you do not and should not wallow in grief or sorrow for a long time. However, okay, only you can decide how long is long enough. Others can't do that for you. And then we have that card paired with the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is very much about doing the right thing. You might be struggling with an issue and are unsure about what is right for you to do. So just remember that the answers are within you. They're within yourself, okay? So remember, the right thing is what is right for you also. This is also a card that is very much about spirituality. Everything from traditional religion to, let's say, earth-centered spirituality and any other type of spiritual notion that you can conceive of. All right, so there may be a tension between your idea of spirituality and the right thing and the ideals of others around you. But however, stand up for your own beliefs. The rules and the system of doing things, let's say, are probably playing a major role right now. Okay, so any rituals of any sort will be helpful to you now. Even if it's just, say for instance, like a movie with friends every third Saturday. Okay, so that was your outcome. And it's basically saying that you may have experienced sorrow and pain, all right? Or you may be dealing with some type of sorrow and pain, but just remember not to make your problems, don't take your problems out on others, okay? And that by doing the right thing is always the best thing, okay? So that was the outcome. All right, so I want to say thank you so much, Pisces, for watching. I hope it's a great month for you, and have a great day.